Good morning, you guys. It's Tuesday and we have another craft to do. All right, so today we are going to be making candy canes. So we're taking these and turning them into primitive candy canes, okay? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. How cute is that? It's gonna be super easy, inexpensive, all from the dollar store, and we can even dress it up. So this is, you know, a basic one that you can put on anything, and this is a little bit dressed up. And we'll go all the way to show you the dressed up one, I think, today. And like I said, it's going to be pretty quick still. All right, so we got this pack, and it comes with 6 in it. Oh, hi, Wanda. And we're going to just start off with that. So some people would feel like that's, you know, a little more commercialized. It's kind of, you know, flashy and stuff, and that's why I thought the primitive one might be a good one to try. All right, so we got just the packaging string. It came in a pack of 3 at the dollar store where it had 2 of them like this. Oh no, I lost my end. All right, so there was 2 of them like this, and then there was one green one. I have no idea where my end is. Oh no. This might take me a moment. One of the kids might have been playing with it. There we go. All right, we found the end. All right, I got my glue gun started, and I found it was much easier to actually start on the longer end right at the top there, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and put some glue right on the top. And this is probably the easiest spot to get burned, is trying to get that down. So just being careful, touch it lightly, and then we got it glued on there, okay? I found once it's glued a little bit, you can push it down, and the fibers kind of spread out a little bit more to get that end, and the end just covered a little bit more. All right, so now that's all good, that's all hard, and then we'll just start wrapping it, okay? So what I was doing, it's actually a little bit easier to have the glue gun on this side today, so I'll try and kind of keep it in the middle. So then I started like twisting it and getting it all tangled. Oh, good morning. All right, and so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put a little bit more on the end there, and then I just like put it in one of the little divots. You see how it kind of goes down because it's the different colors in between. So I just put it in one of those, and then just kind of started wrapping. Okay, just do it super close together. Let me see if I can. All right, show you there. All right, and actually, what often happens? Let's see if it'll zoom in a little bit, but it'll actually kind of push the glue, so you can kind of get a couple of laps out of it, because as you go really close to the previous string, see how, let's see if I can show you. Okay, there you go. How close it is, it actually pushes the glue out, so you can sometimes get like 3 or 4 wraps before needing to put more glue. So once more, just putting a dab of glue, and if you're having trouble seeing, then go ahead and swipe the comments to the right, and you should be able to see just fine. So we're just wrapping it, just keeping it nice and close, so then the colors don't really come through. That's really the how you could tell how close you have them, is if the colors are going through, then it's kind of just a little too much. Oh yeah, using a thimble would be a great idea. So logical. All right, here we go. All right, and so I've already got one partially done, so I'm just going to set that aside. And I actually did find it much easier to keep it attached to the string, because depending on how tight you do it, or maybe you do, you know, an extra layer here and there, if it's thinner, then, you know, like it will change the length of it. So trying to like estimate how long you're going to need is kind of a difficult thing to do. So I just keep it attached. But I actually previously wrapped all this to make it easier, to make sure that I had enough string. But that is it mostly done. So I'm just going to keep on showing you guys the where it gets a little bit more tricky on the end there, on the hook. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our little glue dot in. And it gets a little tricky in that, you know, you have to overlap it just a little bit and maybe do a little bit of an angle. So we're not quite to the troublesome part yet. It's definitely easier when it's still on the spool. So this will probably look a little bit more difficult than it will be for you guys when you leave it on the spool. All right, and we're just gonna put another dab on. So this super easy. Hardest thing is trying not to get glued. And like, if you see what I'm doing, I'm holding the string out and just kind of aiming where I want it to go, so then I'm not getting burned as much. Okay, another dab of glue. All right, and as we're getting on the angle, I'm gonna just cover, you know, it's overlapping just a little bit to get that angle going. You know, and luckily these ones are kind of just that little bit bigger, that it's actually not too bad for getting your fingers in between, because sometimes if you're working with a smaller candy cane, then it's hard to get your fingers into this hook area, and it can make it a lot more difficult. All right, just wrapping it up. Yeah, just about there. All right. Almost done there. Super quick, easy craft. And like I said, you get 6 of them in that little package. So I mean, it's you know, if you're doing a smaller Christmas tree, 6 is probably enough for you, or even just 2 packages. Still super inexpensive, just at the dollar store. And like I said, the string, you'd probably have enough to do 2 packs of them with the pack of 3 of string. So that's pretty awesome too. All right, and as you can see, I'm going to overlap a little bit again to just get that angle to make sure that it's all completely covered, because you don't want that red and green really coming through, right? And that's probably the hardest part, is just making sure that you get it all covered, especially just on those angles. Okay, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to this side, and that will make it a little bit easier. All right, and it's pushing the glue out. Let me see if I can get it so you guys can see it. It pushes the glue out, so then you can get another lap out of it. All right, just about done. We'll just finish this one off, and then I'll show you the how easy it is to add the little bit of decoration onto it. And I guess how to finish it off too. So it's, you know, it's pretty similar to the way that we started. All right, just about finished. Round, round, round. Oh, all right, and as we're getting to the edge, just clip off that little bit of extra. Make sure you leave enough to cover the end. All right. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit of green through there because I'm trying to do it super fast for you guys. All right. I probably should have just left a little bit more, so maybe leave 2 inches just at the end, so then you have enough to work with. And if you have extra sticking out, then you know, you can just clip that off. All right, so there we go, our primitive candy cane, right? Nice and simple. How adorable is that? Nice and rustic. Love it. All right, and then for the little bit extra, you know, a lot of people, it's important to them to have the red in the candy cane because of the meaning for the red in the candy cane. And so we're going to go ahead and add the red in. Okay. So the red I did get separately, so it didn't come in the pack, just the green did. And once more, the red was just at the dollar store too. Okay, so just starting it right near the bottom there. And then you don't want to do it as tight, obviously. So just kind of pick an angle that you think looks nice, and just start wrapping. And I just kind of pick one line where I'm going to put the dot on, because you don't need to have glue along the whole path. You know, that'll be way more glue than you need. So just pick the angle that you want and a line. Just do it along that line, and makes it nice and easy. And then, of course, the harder part, again, will be on the hook. All right. Just putting one small dot of glue on there. Get the angle a little bit better. There we go. And nice and easy. So, I mean, this is super simple. You could probably even do this with the kids, especially, you know, just the plain wrapping, and maybe add the embellishments on. Let them put whatever embellishments they want on. What I'm going to be using is some leftover bows from other projects. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky, is on the end here. And some leftover bows from another project. So it's, you know, like maybe you have some leftover holly berries or a little poinsettia flowers, or, you know, some little bow, extra ribbon, and you make your own bow. Now there's lots of different things you can add to this that will still keep it cute and rustic and fabulous. fabulous. All right, and so once more, we're just gonna finish it on the end there. Nice little dab of glue. And a thimble would be a great idea. All right, there you go. Now you got your red on there, and it's still definitely doing the rustic theme, right? All right, and then here's the bows. Oh, I have to show you what the package looks like. I've got a big old chunk of glue on my finger. There we go. All right, so this is what the package looks like, and like you guys have seen me use these on other crafts, and I'm going to be using them on another one. So this is a great thing to have. It comes with 18 little bows, so that can go really far when you're working on crafts. All right, and just make sure, because sometimes they're a little bit loose. If you look in the back, there's only like that tiny little bit of a twist, so I like to give it an extra little twist just to make sure it's not going to come apart. Okay, and then I'll put a dab of glue on there and then tie it around as well as have it glued down. Okay, so pick a spot where I want it and glue her down, and then pull the twist to the back and make sure they are nice and twisted too. You know, then it's like it's double hooked in there. It's not going nowhere. And then just the extra, you see how there's like extra twist left over? I just kind of wrap it around back on itself. Okay? And then, now you can keep it like that, and that's a lot more rustic than it will be to add the little bow, right, or the little bell. But I also had some bells left over. Another project. So, so really this can be, you know, as much or as little as you want it to be. All right, and then I just added a cute little bow in there, or a bell in there, bow, bell, lots of different things. All right, so there we go. We got our candy canes, our rustic, primitive candy canes. All right, and that's it. That was our project today. That was really quick. I'm really glad, because I like to keep these quick, especially around the holidays, because I know you guys got so much going on. Oh, the other idea that I had that you guys can use these in is also, a lot of people are making wreaths. Like, I have a lot of people who make wreaths that are friends with me and in my craft groups, and how cute would that be to be able to add to your wreaths? It's super adorable. Also, I have a really wonderful a homemade peppermint patties recipe that is absolutely fabulous. Like, it's so, like, I don't know, I just loved it. I was so surprised by how good it was, because normally, you know, I really enjoy peppermint patties, but homemade ones are often, you know, kind of off. This one was amazing. So if you guys are interested in that recipe, go ahead and send me a message and say, I want the peppermint recipe, because I've shared so many recipes, I don't want to send you the wrong recipe. All right, so yeah, so that's about it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys go ahead and make this, make sure you send me a picture, because it's always fun to see, especially if you end up putting it on a Christmas tree or on a wreath or something like that. I would love to see that. And once more, if you're interested in the recipe, you can message me on here, or you can go ahead and just shoot me a message. So leave a comment or shoot me a message. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having wonderful holidays, that you guys have wonderful plans for Christmas. Oh, and that's one other thing I wanted to tell you guys about. It looks like that our luck, fingers crossed, might be changing, and so so it's kind of good and bad. It is really good because we're going to be stationary, and so I will be a lot more consistent on doing the lives, but it also means that I'm probably moving soon, so we might have a couple of weeks where I won't be around. So I'm sure you guys will all get by, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up. All right, you guys all have a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.